We're going to look at chart log 1 tally B, part 1 and 2. This is where we are collecting and summarizing the information that we were judging in each of the service notes. So just to take us back to see the source of that information is right here. The bottom section where we're making judgments around whether we see the presence of this practice. And then if we do, will we consider it a strong example of the work or weak? And again, the icons here will give you more information to help discern what may be considered not credit, weak credit, or strong. This information is what's going to populate in to chart log 1 tally B. So here we have psychiatric rehabilitation, substance use, and employment educational services. If you've been trained in eTMACT, you will know that this is the information that's used in rating the full responsibility items. So CP8, EP1, EP2, and then EP3. And then these are not full responsibility items, but they're ones of interest to understand to what extent do we see this service showing up through the chart review. So just to walk through one of these, this is how it's capturing the information. And it's similar to what we had to do by hand in the standard eTMACT, the paper-based eTMACT. So here, we have 10 charts that were reviewed. Did the team endorse the client receiving this service by way of the client survey? So here, the team said yes, everybody was getting psychiatric rehabilitation. This information is coming from the client survey. So if we went to the question around psychiatric rehabilitation, we'll see that this is a team that believes everybody is getting this from the team. This is where eTMACT is pulling that information from. The next question is, did we evaluators observe any psychiatric rehabilitation services in the charts? So yeses just simply meant yes, could have been a weak or a strong, but yes, we did. So here we have 7 yeses, 7 out of 10. Then the next question is, of those that we saw, of the 7, how many were strong examples? At this point, only 2 of the 7 were strong, 29%. And similarly, of those where we saw examples of psych rehab in that chart, was it systematically delivered, meaning more than one service note had psych rehab checked? Here was 5 of 7, 71%. This information gets used in the rating tool for full responsibility for psychiatric rehabilitation. Similarly, will be true for each of these areas. This is a busy dashboard, but the thing to know is that the numbers you're seeing pulled into here are coming largely from that tally sheet. We will revisit these items, full responsibility, in a separate video, but just understand that when you're looking at that log in the tally sheet, the data it's producing is going to populate into here. Like many things, if something looks weird or in error, we have to find the source. And the way of finding the source is to go back to the tally sheet, look at the information, and where you see things that seem different or odd, like for instance, wondering about the strong examples. Were they really that strong? Because face validity wise, they didn't appear that way for you. You can go back to that chart and you start reviewing to find what got the strong credit to see if it truly met that criteria. Here's a place where I'm going to give an immediate pro tip that's going to live in a couple of videos. You have to get to this through a backwards way. And I'm going to teach you the simple trick is go to ST2 Chart Entry Summaries. This is where we could see all the notes. And then they're organized by those domains. So we can go to Psych Rehab and say, who got strong examples for this chart? We can read the summary note and check to see whether strong appeared to be accurate or no. So we're going to the source of the judgment that may have produced something that appeared in error because the evaluator judgment from the beginning was not accurate. So this will be another place where supervision will be really important when people are training in the use of eTMACT.